So the big question is this: how do young men like us, who didn't listen to society, who are on our own, how do we grow and improve ourselves so that we can live a better tomorrow? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is James Radzinski, and welcome to the Ascend Momentum Show. Welcome back, everybody. I just want to open today's episode off by saying, if you haven't checked out the last episode, go check it out right now, because I will tell you the stuff I talked about in that episode. If you take action on it, especially the do it now mentality and the one task today, your critical task today, and then do it now, if you take that and act on it, you will see some amazing things happen. So let me tell you what happened today. I have not done the Your First Funnel Challenge yet. It's going to start in 57 minutes as I'm recording this, but I want to tell you that last night I wrote down my daily schedule. I just wrote down everything and then added some important things. So let me actually tell you exactly what I added in. So first I wrote down this entire schedule and added in, after I got home from lifting in the morning, I would come home, grab a quick snack like a fruit or like mango or something like that. And then at 7:30 I would begin to study for 30 minutes every day. So I did that this morning for the first time, and I'm choosing to listen to what the people are saying in Your First Funnel Challenge, and that is to pick one person and focus on that one person's content. For example, if you have a library full of like 30 different books in your closet, like me, then you're scattering your information from 30 different people. But what I'm doing, and what they suggest to do on the Your First Funnel Challenge, is pick one person and only read those books for a set amount of time or until you succeed, and just study those books. So what I chose is Russell Brunson, and the 4 books that I'm letting myself read, or the 4 books that I'm choosing to read, are .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, and his 30 Days book, which has yet to come in the mail. But those are the books that I'm reading for study time. And that's 30 minutes every day. So I'm rereading Expert Secrets first. I'm going to reread it, and I predict that I'll reread it again after I finish that time, because that is such a good book. So that's one thing that I added. Study daily the books, so you can practice. And then right after that, I do my one critical task for 2 hours until 10 o'clock. And this morning, since the webinar is happening, and tomorrow, since it's happening, I won't be doing the critical task for 2 hours. I'll be doing it for like 1 hour. So this morning I did it for 1 hour, and my critical task today was to research and find the emails of a bunch of different local brick and mortar businesses that I feel would need my help. That's my dream customer right now. My plan is to find local brick and mortar businesses that need clients, need my help with something. And I'm going to go to them. I emailed them. Here, I'll read you exactly what I said in the email, so you could literally just send the same exact thing if you want. Sent. Alright, so I said, hey, and then the business name. And then I said, my name is James Radzinski, and I'm learning this thing called funnels. Funnels have the potential to explode your business's growth and revenue. Over the past couple of months, I've been studying, practicing, and refining my skills. I would love to put my skills to the test and build you a funnel. After it is complete, we can talk about me getting paid. But wait, what is a funnel? A funnel is a way to structure a website in order to push leads through a set sales path and turn them into lifelong customers who return time and time again. Does that sound awesome to you? Of course it does. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want lifelong customers who always come back? A funnel can also be used to generate leads and get them into your doors. If you're interested or have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at, and then my email. Thanks for your time, James Radzinski. So that is what I sent that out to 4 different businesses, and one of them, I'm really hoping for one of them to respond, because I feel that this one business, this local dentist, could actually benefit like amazingly from my help. And so what I plan on doing is getting into contact with them and then just building them a funnel. And I'm going to build them a squeeze page and try and get customers into the door to become lifelong repeating customers. And I plan on going out to their like restaurant or dentist or whatever and log into their computer and build a funnel on ClickFunnels, and then, or I'll just build it from my house. I don't know. I told them to respond back if they're interested. So that was really scary to do, and I had to call 2 phone numbers. I already know that 2 phone numbers is not going to be enough, and I only emailed 4 people. Russell Brunson in Traffic Secrets, the Dream 100, he says that you should get 100 people. And so I plan on, if I don't get any responses, positive responses, then I plan on emailing even more people tomorrow. And I'll say, before, when I was writing the email and before I even began the process, and even right before I was clicking send, I was scared. I was nervous, and I didn't know like what was going on, and I was scared what would happen. And even especially calling the number, I was super nervous while I was calling the number. If you were able to hear me on the other end, you would probably think this guy is extremely nervous. He has no idea what he's doing, and that's true. But you grow in discomfort, and I'm actually taking that a lot into account now. So, with that being said, I really think that as long as I keep taking action and keep my routine up with making TikToks every day and posting my podcast and sending them to my squeeze page, I'll be able to slowly but surely grow the number of leads that I have for my main business, which right now is 0. But I haven't really done much to get that going yet. So if I consistently work on that, and then on the side I can continue to email businesses and give them offers to help their business out, so I can, 1, make some money. I predict that I'll be able to make at least $1,000 from my first client, and 2, get some practice, get some actual experience in. And that is huge, because then when it's actually go time, 1, I'll have funds to buy ads and stuff, and then 2, I'll have a lot more experience for my own business. Yeah, so this is entrepreneurship. I was super scared. I still am super scared. I just started getting into this seriously. I seriously started getting into this maybe a month ago. Maybe not. I'll have to look back into my journal for an actual... Well, I seriously got into this today. Today was the first time I actually made legitimate action towards my goals. But when I started looking into it and studying it was a month ago, probably. Bye. Sorry about that. I had to say goodbye to my sister. Yeah, so my plan, I know that the audio is really crap. The audio quality is really crap. I kind of am just doing this for myself and practice right now. Uh, so I actually plan today. Here, actually, you know what? Right after this, I'll type it down in my. So I just typed down in my browser, "Get Better Mic," and I'm planning on getting a microphone that I used to see YouTubers and TikTokers use when they were doing like videos in public, and it would just be like a handheld device connected to like a little block, and that microphone seems to work pretty well. So I'm gonna get that so I can, because I really need to be able to have portability when it comes to podcasting in order for me to stay consistent. Because right now I'm using a voice recorder. It's a tiny little voice recorder about the size of my thumb. Yeah, it's about the size of my thumb. And I'm just using that because that's the only way I can stay consistent. So if I buy this portable microphone, then I will, one, be more consistent because it'll be portable, and two, I feel like you guys will be better off because the audio will be better. And hopefully by the time that comes, I'll probably be on episode 11 or 12, maybe 13, 14, I don't know. So right around the 40th episode mark, I don't know. I think in Russell Brunson he said around 48 episodes, somewhere around there, is when, yeah? No. It's fine, just let her be. No, just don't let her out. I'm so sorry. I should probably record this episode because that's 2 interruptions now, and I try not to have any interruptions in my podcast, but I feel that the content is way more valuable way too valuable to just delete. So I'm going to keep going. I'm so sorry for the interruptions. I'll have to deal with that, and I should, hopefully by the time I get that new microphone, I'll be able to find a place where I can record quietly and consistently. No, you know what? I'm being self-reflective right now. This is just excuses. I'm just making excuses. I'm pushing something back for a further date. And this is exactly what I'm doing in my entrepreneurship. And this is exactly why it's amazing that I acted today and I actually took action. So, I'm going to actually listen to my advice that I gave you guys yesterday and follow it. Which is one thing to give advice, but it's another thing to follow it. And I haven't been following it. So, the piece of advice is you need to change your relationship to your problems. My relationship to this problem is that it's a problem and I'm pushing it back for a further date. No, I need to set a plan right now on how to solve this problem. So what's my problem? My problem is that this space that I'm using right now in my basement is not good enough for podcasting because of the interruptions, because of the noise. And my second problem is that my voice recorder has crappy quality, audio quality, and nobody wants to listen to this because it's so bad. So, here's my plan. Right after this episode is done, I'm going to purchase a new microphone that I talked about a couple minutes ago, and after this episode, I'm not going to push it back to after this episode. Right now after this episode, I will purchase the voice recorder because I don't want you guys to sit here while I'm purchasing it. But right now, I'm going to figure out where I can record. So my issues are I don't want to record anywhere on my property, on my parents' property, because I'm nervous that people will hear and that will affect the quality of my content because I have anxiety with people listening to my stuff. So that takes away all of this area. I don't want to be near people. I don't want any person to be able to hear my podcast, me speaking. I don't want anyone to be able to hear it. So that, I have one idea of where to go, and it's on top of a hill in a park that is near me right now, and I just bike down there. But the thing is that park is under construction, and it's like fenced off, the area that I want to go to, but people still go up there. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. So that was a good episode. Let's keep talking. We need to become students. Being a student is the best asset to have. I am actually emphasizing having a daily study session every single day for one set of books. So, I think that me reading Expert Secrets every single day and constantly have it in my routine, my morning routine, and that will set me up for success because I'm reading I'm watching all of these success stories, and there's one thing in common. They were learning relentlessly. They kept on learning. And there's one guy, Dan Henry, who really struck my attention, who is like a high school dropout, I think, and he read .com Secrets, and that's it. And that made him $1 million. There's actually an ad that you can look up. Just look up like high school dropout or drunk high school dropout. I don't even know. It's something like drunk high school dropout makes $1 million from a book or something. I don't know. But he read one book, .com Secrets, and studied it. Not just read it one time through, which is what I've done. He studied it. And that's what made him $1 million. There's none of this like quick stuff. You have to learn. You have to study. And I came to that realization last night when I realized that all these successful people, all their stories, they had a time of study, period of studying, and they probably still study to this day. They do still study to this day. But they had a period of study relentlessly. Like, that's all they cared about. So that is what I'm planning on doing. Studying. Just rereading all the way through Expert Secrets. And I will study .com Secrets also, possibly, eventually. And 30 Days book, I won't read the whole thing because it's like 600 pages, and I want to focus on studying Expert Secrets because I've read that, and I know that will give me a lot of benefit guaranteed. And I'll read 30 Days book, but I'm only going to read 2 people because I looked through all of their I looked through all of their labels of the 30 people, and there's 2 people that really struck with me, and that's Garrett J. White and Dan Henry. So I'm going to read both of their parts of the book, and that will be good. But that book probably won't come for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, I don't know. So, a couple weeks ago, maybe 1 week ago, actually, literally Monday and Sunday, last Sunday, and today is Friday. So, less than 7 days ago, I was kind of stressed out because I didn't really know what my future looked like. I knew I wanted to be successful and make a lot of money, but I didn't really believe 100%. I don't really know how to explain it, but then I signed up for the 5 day or your first funnel challenge, and on Monday, my beliefs started to shift, and then by Tuesday, I I don't know what I saw, I don't know what I thought about, I don't know what happened, but my mindset has radically shifted, and I'm not sure if it'll happen for everyone because I did have a lot of build up leading up to it to where I was able to shift my mindset to a positive lifeline, the lifeline. Right now I am on the lifeline, the same lifeline that I will be on when I succeed. And if you don't know what that means, read Reality Transurfing. It's a big book. It's a big book. And I've read it once, and currently I'm rereading it again. That's my nighttime study session. I do one morning study session with Expert Secrets and then one nighttime with Reality Transurfing. I'm not sure if that's the most optimal to read two nonfiction books at the same time, but I am doing it because I want to. And I feel like I am guaranteed success. I just need to keep up this routine, and I will be successful within a year. Like my business will be exploded. Like there's no way for me to put it to words. There's no way for me to share with you what I'm feeling right now. But every single time I think about it, my body lights up and I get super excited for the future, and it's awesome because just 5 days ago I was gloomy. I was just trying to push through because I knew that there was light on the other side, and then I made it, and now I feel like I'm entering into a whole new world where I feel so happy and excited. And I really want that for you guys. But I'm not sure if there's a way to get it quickly, because I got it quickly, but I'm not sure if I would have been able to get it quickly through watching this webinar if I didn't put in the work beforehand by reading all of the books that I've read and doing all the things that I've done. So that is like really inspiring for me. And if you guys want to get started, I would go to go to selfimprovementguidebook.com, and you'll learn, and if you go there you'll learn more. Just click on where you want to go. It'll lead you to maybe the guidebook. There's some links. Just figure it out. That you can't get lost. Just click on some links, read some words. But if you want to go straight to the Self-Improvement Guidebook, go to selfimprovementguidebook.com/get-now. And there you'll be able to get free access to the Self-Improvement Guidebook. And right there, if you read it and read it and read it and refer back to it and study it, you will be successful. You will have the tool you need to be successful, to start your journey. And that's not the only tool you need to be successful, but that's the first tool in order to open up a whole new world of other tools. In there you'll learn my 6-step framework on how to transform your life. So step 1 is to build discipline. And I'll actually tell you exactly how to do that right now. But if you want the best process is to read it and actually go through it, because the way I wrote it is it will teach you my stuff, but it'll also get you to realize how valuable it is what I'm teaching you. So I would read it. Step 1 is to build discipline, and you do that by taking cold showers. Step 2 is uncovering your purpose, and you do that by just go to the gym and lift weights. Step 3 is to cure your internet addiction, and you do that by meditation daily, consistently. Step 4 is to free up your time, and you do that by starting to cut out your screen time. Step 5 is to fill up all of your time that you just got now because you cut out your screen time. You fill it up, and you fill it up with reading educational books like The Expert Secrets. But if you're in a position where you are just starting your journey, I would read the first book that I would read is whatever book you need at that moment. So I give you a bunch of suggestions. If you're interested in breathing, read The Breath, The New Science of a Lost Art. If you're interested in, I haven't read this book, so I have a hard time recommending it to you, but my friend said that it was his first book that he read, and he recommends the first book that anyone read to be this book, and it's The Atomic Habits. And if you're go for that if you want just a first book in general. I haven't read it, so I'm not sure. He said that the beginning is really good, but then towards the end it gets bad, but I don't know. I've never read it. So check that book out. And then the sixth step to my 6-step framework is to become consistent. And the way you do that is you write down your daily routine and you follow it. Once you write it down, it's so much easier to follow it. If you write it down, then you will be able to see exactly what you need to do, and then eventually you'll memorize it. And then every single day you do that. My daily routine is pretty much the day every single day for the past I go to my morning routine is pretty much the same. I change it a little bit every so often to add in more things, take out some useless things. For example, last night, I added in another 10 minutes of meditation, so now I do 30 minutes of meditation, because I just see that as so valuable. Meditating every day. I saw some success in my life for a year and a half or 2 years maybe, but it wasn't until I decided to put meditation in every single day into my daily routine in the morning and at nighttime until I saw some real growth. And I'm really proud and really happy and excited for the future, and I'm proud of the work that I did. And the fact is, I've only been meditating consistently for less than a month. When I started getting into entrepreneurship seriously getting into entrepreneurship is when I started meditating. And I've probably been meditating for 25 days maybe. And it's the best thing you can do. Meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Alright. That's the end of the episode. On the next episode, I am going to try and remember to write down all the lessons that I talk about during the episode, so I don't leave any lessons in the video description. But that's the end of the episode. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.